Good evening, lovelies. It's me. It's Wanda Nero Butler, and I am here with another segment of Hymn Stories. Oh, well, today, this hymn has taken me through the ringer because it is a very, very popular hymn and more popular than even I thought. It's How Great Thou Art. This song has been sung and recorded by a myriad of artists. I mean, really, there's almost no artist that has recorded or performed that has not done How Great Thou Art. We have artists from Elvis Presley to Carrie Underwood, Sandy Patty, Amy Grant, Yolanda Adams, Don McClurkin, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight has a recording of How Great Thou Art, believe it or not. And it just goes on and on and on of the artists that have performed or recorded How Great Thou Art. It really, really is one of our church standards, and I'm going to show you several video clips of people just mashing this song. I don't even know if I'm going to get time to sing it myself, because I found so many great videos of so many artists doing it. I know there are 3 of them that I want you to hear, just little pieces of them. But the story behind the song, How Great Thou Art, it was written by Carl Boberg in Monstreas, Sweden in 1885. It was translated into German, then Russian, before it became a hymn. It was then translated into English by an English missionary, Stuart K. Hine, who added 2 verses. They like to add to your stuff back then. Okay, so he added 2 verses of his own. One of the other songs that I talked to you about, there were verses added to the song. Okay, then it says the song was set to a Russian melody. So if the music and the lyrics were not created together. So it was set to a Russian melody. It was popularized by George Beverly Shea. There's a name for a guy. George Beverly Shea and Cliff Barrows during the Billy Graham Crusades back in the day. They popularized this song. So they sang this song at the Billy Graham Crusades, where millions of people heard it. I'm sure they had the massive altar calls and sang the song. So that, great. It was voted the United Kingdom's favorite hymn. How Great Thou Art was ranked 2nd on the list of favorite hymns of all times in a survey by Christianity Today magazine in 2001. The song that was number 1, Amazing Grace. We'll get to her later. Yes, Amazing Grace. It said the inspiration for the song was Carl Boberg was actually leaving church and on the way home, and then there was a storm that brewed up really quickly. Winds, rains, lightning, thunder, and then just as soon as it came, it went. And the aftermath of the storm, he, got home and looked out of his window and looked over the bay, and he said the bay looked like a mirror, and he was just in awe of the handiwork of God and how in that short moment of nature's madness, complete destruction could have taken place. But just in those few moments of madness, calm came right after, and he was able to just, I don't know, in hell. They said there was a rainbow and all. And he was just in awe of the handiwork of God and his opinion. It started off, the song, How Great Thou Art, started off as a poem. And was said to be a paraphrase of Psalms 8, the eighth number of Psalms, and was used in the underground church in Sweden in the late 1800s when the Baptist and missionary friends were persecuted. Karl Boberg's poem entitled Ostergud, Ostergud is the original name of How Great Thou Art. Ostergud was the published name when it was in poem form. And it was published in the Monsteres, Sweden's newspaper on March 13th, 1886. In 1890, Boberg became an editor of Sannings Vitnet, which means the witness for truth. He became the editor of that paper. The words and music were then published for the first time together, April 16th, 1891. It was brought to the United States by Adolf Edgren, who was a music teacher, and he settled in Washington, D.C. Yes. Karl Boberg sold the rights of the song to the Mission Covenant Church of Sweden. All now 9 verses were published into the Covenant Songbook. So I think what I want to say about that as a word of encouragement to young writers is, we sometimes we get a little icky about our songs. It's like, well, that's not the way it was given to me, and I get it because I am a songwriter. But this song has been through many hands. It's been through many hands, many translations, many different, adapted to different tunes. The time the measures have been changed. The timing of the song has been changed many times. But it is the number 2 all-time favorite hymn. And it's a hymn that has been recreated, I don't know how many times, hundreds and hundreds of times. So sometimes if it's stepped on, things that have been stepped on a few times sometimes are still, it makes them better. It makes them better. It enhances the original intent or the spirituality of the song. And I'm not saying all the time, because like I said, I am a writer, and I do understand you don't want anybody, recreating your creation. But, just take it with a grain of salt and just think it through, because sometimes, I have always also been one that changed somebody's stuff around. Amen. To fit the musical situation, whether it's to fit the choir, whether it's to fit the theology of the church or the ministry. Sometimes you tweak it a little bit to get more out of it for your situation. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Now, okay, I'm going to try to get this all in just a few minutes. Okay, my favorite, I don't even know. Okay, I'm going to give you a tidbit. This child right here mashes this song ridiculously in a few moments, but I'm just going to show you a flash of it. This is Terrell Ramsey, making me sick. Hold on.
I see the stars.
Yes, ma'am. What just happened? So that is Carolyn Ramsey. I didn't even intend to play the whole cut, but she was so awesome in it. Now, like I said, so many artists have done it. Also, Yolanda Adams has a cut. Donald McClurkin, you name it. But that baby, she smashed it in like 2.3 seconds. Also, there is oh God, there's something. Patti LaBelle, during one of her concerts, she allowed her guitar player Isaiah Shakley, to do something. I don't know if I'm going to get to that, but I want to get to Pentatonics is one of my favorite a cappella groups, and they did How Great Thou Art. To me, the most creative way. They did it with Jennifer Hudson. I don't know. Okay, but I'm going to show you these guys. These guys are 3 contractors. They're not even singers, okay? Well, you will understand when you hear them and hear their story. I hate the commercials on YouTube. I really do. They just get in the way of everything. But here we go. Listen to this.
All right, here we go again. And guess what? Here we was singing to ourselves, minding our own business, and some crazy guy started singing with us. Well, it's one of our co-workers. We overheard him singing, and he's singing the part. So, and Paul, we thought we would.
I'm gonna get it together.
Would you like to hear 3 parts this time? Paul, come on in here. This guy's name is Paul Baker, and he's a pastor. He's a pastor. We are contractors and we're singers. So we are the singing contractors, and we're going to sing a song for you. It has been requested. How great thou art. Then sings my soul.
Whoa!
My Savior God to thee. How great thou art. How great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee.
Dang, fellas.
How great thou There you go. Woo.
3 hymns. 3 hymns, singing him. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do today. But please go and check out Pentatonics. I don't know how to spell that. Pentatonics, their version of How Great Thou Art with it's Pentatonix. Pentatonics, they were winners of that show that was on called Sing. No, yes, Sing. But they are awesome. That rendition is awesome. It's just a little over a minute, almost 2 minutes, and I'm really out of time. So please go and check that out. But How Great Thou Art. I'm not going to get a chance to sing it because, you know, the way we used to sing it back in the day, all that screaming and growling, ow! You know, so, I don't know, just a little, oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made. the stars. I hear the rolling thunder that sounds throughout the universe display. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee, how great thou art. I think it's too high. How great thou art. Always a way to get around those high notes. Love you. See you on the next rendition, the next segment of Hymn Stories. I hope you enjoyed it. Night, lovelies.